Is today a good day? It might be. We'll see. I need to get my life together and I don't know. Today's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. To the coffee. Every day you attempt to have the coffee. Every day I fail at the coffee. Light on. Whoa. Bright light. Oh, that was too much light for this morning. I can have coffee today. There are no bunnies impairing my coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I do need to put some water in it. That'll be fine. Pull out the K-cup from yesterday. And I can get all this together. Okay, cool. Coffee time. Or is it? Okay, guys. Really? Really? You're on this? This is dangerous. This is hot. Why are you here? Okay, let's see. There's 3 of you. 2 of you look pretty happy. This guy looks really concerned. What is going on here? Okay, we're sitting in what appears to be chairs with a, like, shelf. There's a big wreath. I know what this is. Wreath Day. I've been looking forward to Wreath Day. I wanted to put a wreath on my door this year because I never have had a wreath on this door. I've had one on a door whenever I had an apartment, but I have never had one on this door. And I think that that's just super fun. But I don't have a wreath that's pretty like my interior. So maybe today is Design a Wreath Day. Oh, it is gloomy today. Okay. Yeah, I don't foresee me doing the outside stuff today. Hey guys, I'm back. It's kind of a cold day, but I'm gonna have to move around on the porch. Is it okay if I move around on the porch? Maybe? Okay, since I committed to the inside, I need to clear off my little island table, and I think I'm gonna work on my wreath first. Okay, so time to get started. And first and foremost, I'm gonna start off with the wreath. I found this wreath at a secondhand shop. It was originally valued at $7.99. The tag was still on. They were selling it for $5, so I thought that's a deal. I got about $3 off, basically. So now I just need to kind of fluff it out and make it look how I want it to look. This thing is a 24-inch, supposedly Canadian pine wreath. So it can get pretty big out on the edges. I don't know if I want it to be quite that large around the edges, but the nice thing about this, because it has so many branches, in fact, I think it has more branches than my Christmas tree, is that it can be really big or more tight and compact. So I'm gonna start out with it kind of fluffy, and then I can always bend them back in more, but the base kind of is in place now. It looks a little weird, but I think as I continue to move these, it'll get better, I think. Okay, I want to leave a couple of little holes kind of so I can put the balls in the holes because I'm going to put some ornaments on this. I'm also debating on if I want to put some of my blue garland. That way it matches everything in here. I don't know. I have plenty. So maybe. I have everything I need now. This should be interesting. And I also thought about using zip ties on this, but I want to kind of hot glue it so it kind of stays there, I think. Maybe I should zip tie them. Oh, if I zip tie them, I can make clusters. Woohoo! There we go. There's the wreath. Oh, if only it was that simple. I think the zip ties will be smart though. So I need to get some larger ones and some smaller ones. And I have a lot of them, so I should be okay. So now I just have to find them. Right now, Christmas is taking over my entire house, and I love it. But at the same time, until it's all in its places, it's a little overwhelming. And so I'm trying super hard to do all the things to get everything kind of in order. And even on days like today, where I can't really use the space outside as much as I would like to, I need to prepare for the things outside by doing the things inside. And so that means more stuff comes inside than would normally be in here. So in a very tiny space, that quickly leads to chaos. Okay, I found the zip ties. So that means that now I am going to try to use the zip ties to put together some of these ornaments just to see if it'll work. So maybe I'll move the things I'm currently not using over here, and then I'll figure out how to open this. There is so much tape on this. So just kind of pull, and maybe if I can just get a couple of them open, I can get some balls out. I don't know. These are extra Christmas balls that I found at Menards whenever I was traveling through Missouri, and they matched everything in my house. So I was so excited. Okay, 1, 2, maybe 3. Okay, and then I saw something online about putting the balls together through zip ties using something like this. So need to make sure that they're all in good shape. This one's a little weird. I'm not going to use this one actually. Probably use this one on like my tree or something, but I don't trust it for that to be what's holding on to everything in its life. This one's much better. So I'll take the zip tie and I'll go through it. This one's pretty tight. These are small balls. And then this one, I'll go through it. Again, just kind of pushing it in. And then this one, inspecting it. Okay. Now, we take them and we pull them all together and then we zip tie it. But normally you would make them like this and then put them on the tree. However, I'm going to see if I can make them like that and put them on the wreath. So I need to find one of the little holes that I left. Here's one. And then I'm going to try to thread it through. So pull it. Okay. That's so far so good. Now I need to figure out where the other part of the wreath is. Okay, it's below. So I need to go on the opposite side of that. Then pull it through and tighten. This is awesome. I'm gonna keep doing this and, well, I'll see what it looks like at the end. Okay, there was definitely a little bit of a learning curve, but I now have a bunch of different Christmas balls kind of attached. And now, even though I like the look of this, I think it still needs something. So I am still considering putting a little bit of this on here, but maybe not a ton. Maybe just a little bit around these like clusters. So maybe that would just bring it to life a little bit more. Or I could put just around these little clusters, the blue, the bigger clusters. Or I could put it around there and then also add some lights. The only problem with adding lights though is it's gonna go on my door and my door opens and closes, so that probably won't be the best bet. So maybe I just do these tiny little clusters like this, and it adds all the colors of Christmas inside in a very easy way. This is kind of what I'm looking at. I'm just kind of tucking it into the little places to see what I think about it. I kind of like this. It might not be for everybody, but I like it. So that's kind of what I'm going for. The fun colors that I used in my house. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Again, just kind of wrapping it and tucking it under. And then I'll pull it over just a little bit and then clip the end. And then tuck it all in nice and tight under the balls so that there's a little bit of color. This one is a little problematic. The blues, the caps on them are not quite as sturdy. So you have to like really twist them into place and then pop them in. So let's pop that one back in. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I kind of want to add a little bit more of the garland, but in like a really fun way where it kind of snakes through the wreath. So it's a little bit more subtle, but at the same time is there kind of having fun. So by tucking it under the ornaments and then kind of going around and then kind of meeting this section over here, I think it adds a lot of fun. Okay, I made a little bit of a mess, but I have about this much of this particular string left, but I have this finished. So now that this is finished, I can hang this on my wreath hook. I just need to make sure that everything's gonna be good for hanging. Nothing's falling when I do the wiggle shake, because the wiggle shake is gonna like be like the door. I think it's gonna be good. So I need to hang this on a wreath hook on my front door, and I have a wreath hook, I just have to remember where I put it. Okay, so now it's time to hang this up. Got this off of Temu. It was super cheap. These aren't too expensive at the regular store, but since I was already ordering some of my stuff from Temu, I thought why not? So I need to start off by putting this over the door. So over the door, okay, seems good. Closing the door, and then I'm going to put it kind of in the middle. I need to clean my door still, but that's going to be on porch day, and I'm not ready for porch day yet. So now I need to figure out how I want to hang this. It doesn't have one specific way. So I kind of thought I would hang it like this, but then the hook's going to end up hitting the little balls. So I think instead I'm going to kind of make it asymmetric and then pull out some of the branches so that I can kind of fluff them over where the hook is. So instead of you being able to see the hook, you'll just see branches. I think I like that. I think I do. I think it's going to be really fun, and I'll probably continue messing with this to kind of fluff it more as I start working on the porch. But for now, this is good. This is a project that I've completed.